Who's someone from your past that you'd love to reconnect with?
My older cousin. I'm an only child up until like 2 years ago, and we were always really, really close growing up. She was kind of my older sister figure. We'd always tell people that we were older, that we were siblings. And then a couple years ago, like as you enter your like early teens, you just kind of start to grow apart from people. And I had like idolized her so much that that difference between the two of us was like, it made me really upset. So then I started to distance more from her, and that didn't really obviously work out. We're still like friendly, but it's not the same as it was before. But I'm slowly trying to work back that bond that we had before as we both become adults. So yeah.
One person from my past, I'd say, I think my best friend from elementary school. I used to live in Hong Kong. Because I feel like it's just been a while, and some person I connected to a lot back then. I just want to see again, see how they're doing. I feel like it's the first person that's come to mind.
When was the last time you saw them? How many years ago?
That was when I moved, so that was like 2016.
I would love to reconnect with my grandmother. She passed away from ALS just about 3 years ago. It was very quick, so would love just to give her a little bit of an update on what's going on with my life, and just let her know how I've been.
Who's one person from your past that you'd love to reconnect with?
My grandma. She died a few years back in 2020. She got dementia a few years before that, so really like when I was like 9, 10, that's when we started losing her. And I feel like there's a lot of like stuff that I could have asked her about her life and stuff had she, been around, in a good mental state. I found out a lot of stuff like through like pictures and like, older stuff, but really not much from her. And she was a really, really remarkable person.
Definitely my uncle. I miss him. He's been gone for about a year and a month. So it's been a minute, a decently long minute. But I miss him. He was my childhood, really. He was my guardian.
If he were here, what would you say to him?
I just give him a hug. That's all I really need right now. Need a hug.
Someone from my past. It's not really my past because I wasn't born yet, but my mom's mom, Judy Davis, died probably 7 years before I was born. But I think we would have gotten along really well. And from what I hear about her, there's a lot of overlap with our personalities. And I would have just liked to see where my mom came from and how she kind of grew up and how she was impacted by her mom. I don't know. I think you can learn a lot from your grandparents. And I definitely with my dad's mom, I can see where he got certain traits. And I just would have liked to have that experience with her. And yeah, she just seemed like a really cool lady, and I would have liked to meet her.
Who's someone from your past that you'd love to meet or reconnect with?
Yeah, one of my best buddies back in high school was this guy named Quinn, and he was one of those friends where he lived in my neighborhood, but we were also on the same sports team. He was a year older than me, so he introduced me to a lot of things in high school. He introduced me to his group of friends. I drank beer with him for the first time. He was just like a really cool, almost like having an older brother at school. And we were so close. And then he moved out of my neighborhood, and then he went to college. And then I ended up going to a different college than him. And now we haven't talked in years, and just kind of lost touch. And neither of us are great texters. And randomly, he came up my Instagram feed the other day, and he's like doing marine biology, tracking great white sharks off the coast of South Africa. And it just shows I was like, this dude has gone so far since I last saw him. I have no idea what his life looks like. He's halfway across the world now doing something I never would have expected. So I just want to catch up with him and see how he's doing and how he got from A to B, and I hope he's liking where he's at.